Good afternoon and welcome to the Property Edge. My name is Peta Seaman and I'm the Managing Director here at Edge Recruitment. On today's show, we're going to be exploring the current challenges and opportunities in the real estate recruitment in Adelaide, and I'll be joined by Emma Slape, CEO of Turner Real Estate, to discuss how the demand for real estate professionals has changed over the past few years, the key qualities or skills hiring managers are looking for, and how recent changes in the real estate market have impacted recruitment strategies and the biggest opportunities in South Australia real estate recruitment right now. In this episode, we will also take a look at the latest South Australian employment stats, the most in-demand property jobs for 2025, and the latest job opportunities across Australia. So let's get started and explore the current challenges and opportunities in real estate recruitment in Adelaide. The real estate industry, like many others, has faced significant shifts in recent years, particularly in the recruitment space. As demand for real estate professionals continues to grow and evolve, businesses are facing challenges such as skill shortages, increased competition for top talent, and the need for professionals to adapt to new technologies and market dynamics. With these challenges in mind, we're diving into a conversation with Emma Slape, CEO of Turner Real Estate and current board member of the Real Estate Institute of South Australia. We'll gain insights into how real estate recruitment in Adelaide has been impacted and the key qualities hiring managers are seeking and opportunities that lie ahead from professionals in this space. So welcome, Emma.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you for joining me today. So we will go through and ask you a few questions. So I'll get started straight away into that. You run one of the largest real estate agencies in Adelaide with over 70 staff members. What are the biggest challenges you face when recruiting for roles?
I think there's probably two parts to that, Peter. One being admin. I think the amount of administration, that support that exists in an agency has really changed over the last few years. Technology's had a big part of that. Both salespeople and property managers tend to try and outsource a lot of that admin work, and that's certainly a really solid model for an agency. So getting the right people in admin is really, really crucial. Salaries in real estate probably aren't always as high as they are in, say, the public sector. So you've got to find people that are genuinely passionate about what they do, want to have a really good opportunity to work in an agency, come up with great ideas and contribute and really fit the culture. So getting that mix is sometimes a challenge. We find the same in property management. We tend to look for either a really senior property manager or we'll look for someone more junior and work with them to train them up so we can teach them the way that we like to run the agency, and also to make sure that when they're working with our clients, we're 100% confident they're good at what they do and are giving our clients good service. So having that sort of senior and junior, we call them property management assistants in our team. They might be doing some routines, they might be assisting in admin, they're learning the ropes. They're really important in assisting the senior people. So that team spirit 100% is what I always look for.
Fantastic. It definitely is a changing world in technology, and I think when you have salespeople or people who are passionate about what they're doing, they don't want to do the admin side. So it is great to have good, strong admin people with technology skills.
That's right. And it makes good commercial sense too. So it keeps everybody happy at the end of the day.
Fantastic. Thank you. How has the demand for real estate professionals changed over the last few years in South Australia, and how do you think this will evolve in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, I think property management licensing came in before COVID. That was probably the first phase of changing the landscape a little bit in the property management field. I think it's been a good thing for professionalism and certainly making sure that people really do know what they're doing before they're starting on the job. A lot of agencies, unfortunately, take the model that if there's someone on the end of the phone, they can be a property manager. And of course, clients deserve a lot better than that. So licensing has been important, and some people made the decision to perhaps try it or move on to a different career. COVID has also placed a lot of strain. I think a lot of industries have found that people have rethought what they wanted to do, and property management isn't easy. So we've seen a bit of a retraction in the market. there as well. So I think that's changed who's in the market, and with them, technology has certainly shaped and challenged some people. Other people have really thrived in it. So again, it's about those relationship skills more than ever. We can't replace the relationship with AI, but a really good relationship manager can use technology to their advantage. So having that skill set is quite different to what we saw perhaps 10 years ago.
Fantastic, thank you. What key qualities or skills do you look for in your people during the hiring process, especially in such a competitive market?
100% it has to be culture and fitting in the team. We can train skills. We've got good processes. We're willing to refine those processes, but I've got to have people that are willing to work in a big team, take direction, and also be willing to input as well. We change a lot. Most industries do at the moment, I guess. So being receptive to that is really, really basic resilience, I think, in this job market, full stop. Mm-hmm. So I need to be confident that they're willing to jump in, boots and all, and embrace the culture that we offer at Turner as well.
It's such an important piece of the recruitment process, because once you get that right, everyone's happy.
Exactly.
Absolutely. How have recent changes in the real estate market, such as a rise in housing prices, new legislation, or the rise of remote work impacted recruitment strategies and staffing needs at Turner Real Estate?
Yeah, probably all of those are quite different. I think the increased cost of living, which of course is associated to housing, particularly in property management, has placed a lot more stress on staff members. Of course, tenants are finding it very hard to meet repayments, and often owners are too. It's not unusual that you'll get the perfect match of a person that's on financial difficulty this side as well as this side. So that certainly adds another emotional layer to the job. And we do a lot of training and talking around how we manage those conversations, and also how we manage our own team's emotions when they're dealing with that. I think, sort of the remote working for us has been an advantage as a business. We do allow some flexibility for staff members, up to 2 days a week, depending on their role, to work remotely. None of those 2 days are back to back, and it's very well structured. But it was really interesting. 12 months after I did that permanently, some of the people in their reviews mentioned how much that had meant to them, and how the dog was getting walked an extra 1 or 2 times a week, and how they just felt that they had a lot more time on those days. But I think also the connection piece is important, which is why we're very welded to the hybrid system. I suppose from a practical point of view, we're seeing a few more tenants at home when we drop by, and that's really nice, because it's a good opportunity to build a relationship with our clients and see the tenants, and sometimes that makes things a little easier when you have to navigate some tricky maintenance or issues in their tenancy. So there's pros and cons with everything.
That's a really a great positive that's come out of it. I didn't think about the fact that you'd actually have a lot more of your tenants at home, so you get to see them face to face, whereas prior it probably didn't happen as much because everyone was working. So
that's right.
It's hard to have that. That's fantastic. Thank you. What do you see as the biggest opportunities for real estate recruitment in South Australia right now, and how can companies leverage these opportunities to attract top talent?
I think flexibility is a really big piece, and we're not alone in that, but I guess a hospitality industry simply can't offer that. They have to work lunches, and they have to work dinners and things like that, where real estate can be flexible. You've got to put the work in, and it might not be a 40-hour week every week, but sometimes you do get to pick up the kids from school, or take a half a Friday off to catch up, or add an extra leave day, and your buddy next door can help you out. So there's flexibility there that I think is sometimes underestimated and perhaps underutilised by agencies. So we know that that's something that our staff value. I see it when I meet with staff, with potential staff members. They ask about that straight away. And they think that our model seems to work. So I definitely think that others could embrace that to allow us to keep really good people in the industry, because it's not an easy job. and we've got to find those benefits where we can. I think from a sales perspective, the admin jobs are not as flexible, and that probably is a challenge. But on the other side, people wanting to get into business development or sales, they can be extremely flexible positions as well. And now with all the technology that we use, the ability to be completely cloud-based, there is so much you can do, particularly if you live a long way from the office. So again, there's pros and cons on both sides, but I think if you make it work for your lifestyle, it can actually be a better balance than we've ever been able to provide before in this environment.
Absolutely. And I know that you've mentioned training throughout the whole of our interview today, and it's so aligned with what we're seeing from the recent data. So 58% of job seekers say that career progression is really important to them. So that training piece and the opportunity to grow is a valuable driver for job seekers today.
Yeah, and definitely being a larger agency, we're able to offer more of that than a smaller agency. So that's definitely something that I notice a lot of people ask about in job interviews as well. And we'll always look to internal talent first and reward that loyalty.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for joining me today, Emma. We really appreciate you sharing your time and experience with us.
Thanks so much, Peta.
See you later.
Hi, my name's Jo Smolakine, Edge Recruitment for 6 years as a temp. I think with Edge Recruitment, what's done differently is definitely the support, high quality assignments. The people know the clients really well and they know what suits me and my personality. And also, as time has gone on, I really enjoy doing inspections. So they put me into jobs that are inspection orientated. I get out to meet our clients to really enjoy. It's great, and I'm out on the road, so which I like as well.
Okay, let's take a look at the latest employment stats now. So unemployment rate in South Australia fell again to 4% in February from 4.2% in December, which is in line with the national average of 4%, which has remained steady. A record number of South Australians are employed. 20,000 more people were employed in February over the previous month, showing a very strong start to the year for employment and recruitment. And according to SEEK, job ads were down 1.8% nationally in Feb compared to January. However, after recording the largest month-on-month rise in January, South Australia recorded the largest monthly decline in ad volumes in February, down 4.4%. This isn't surprising after January, which is always a busy month for recruitment. Nationally, ad volumes are down just 7.5% year on year, which is the most stable the job market has been since pre-COVID. And in the property and real estate sector, job ads were down just 0.9% in February versus January, showing the job market in the sector remains healthy and competitive. As South Australia's property market continues to evolve and expand, the industry is experiencing a surge in the need for skilled experts. So let's look at some of the most in-demand jobs in property for 2025 in South Australia. So starting with the residential property managers, the residential real estate sector continues to experience lingering shortage of quality residential property managers, which has created excellent opportunities for savvy job seekers looking for the best roles. Employers have improved the offering. They're willing to make and entice candidates, including increased salaries, employee benefits and flexible work arrangements. So now is a great time to enter the market if you're looking to start or progress your career in property management. Commercial property managers, as more businesses are establishing or expanding their presence in South Australia, we've seen a demand for skilled commercial property managers increase over time, and more employers are willing to sweeten the deal to attract quality candidates into the sector. We also are seeing a real shift in conveyances. So the ongoing population growth, strong demand for both residential and commercial properties, and more people buying, selling and investing in real estate has put conveyancers in a very high demand for 2025. Their role in managing legal complexities has made them indispensable for buyers, sellers and real estate agents. So now is a great time if you're a conveyancer considering a job change. Tenancy officers in the community housing space. As South Australia grapples with increased demand for affordable housing, government initiatives and growing focus on tenant welfare, tenancy officers in the community housing sector are in high demand. There are often great temp opportunities in this area, and if you are open to exploring temp work, this is a great choice for you. Project managers. So the growing scale and complexity of our state construction projects has created a competitive job market for experienced and skilled project managers who can navigate and challenge the challenges and drive the success of these major initiatives. There are often opportunities for contract or temp work in this space. So if you're an experienced project manager, reach out to the Edge Recruitment team and find out whether temping or contract assignments could suit you. So if you are thinking of a job change in 2025, you will be in the power seat when it comes to these opportunities. Get in touch with the Edge Recruitment team or register as a candidate on our website to let us know you're looking. This week's latest job opportunities presented in the by the 2025 Employment and Salary Trends Market Report. Get the latest insights you need to remain competitive, attract top talent and align with the latest salary trends. Visit the Edge Recruitment website to request your market report visit today. So let's take a quick look at the hot jobs for the week. So we have a registered conveyancer. This is a permanent full-time role based in Adelaide. We're seeking an experienced conveyancer to work for one of Adelaide's long-standing conveyancing firms and to be a part of a dedicated team that work hard but also like to have fun while they work. We also have a capital projects manager. This is a temp full-time role based in Adelaide CBD, and we're seeking an experienced project manager with minimum of 3 years experience in building or capital works, and ideally with government experience. The third role job we have today is a strata administrator. So this is also a permanent full-time position based in the east of the city. We're looking for someone with 12 months experience to join an established team of strata managers at a successful agency who's been in business for over 30 years. These are just some of the jobs available now at Edge. You'll find the links to these jobs in the comments. For all of our vacant roles, these can be found on our website at edgerecruit.com.au. That's it for today. So jump onto Edge Recruitment's social media across LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. If you have anything you'd like to add to the topics we've discussed today, to stay ahead of the job market and be the first to hear about any new property and real estate job opportunities across Adelaide. Thank you for joining me on the Property Edge today, and we will be back soon with our next edition to cover the latest market and employment updates across South Australia. See you then.